safe is the sky we fly in? A question that weighs heavy on our minds, especially when we consider the ever-evolving world of aviation. The importance of safety in this high-speed, high-altitude domain cannot be overstated. It is, after all, a matter of life and death. Let's take a moment to cast our minds back to a tragic event that occurred on the 1st of July 2002. Over the serene landscape of southern Germany, near the town of Überlingen, two aircraft collided in mid-air. One was Bashkirian Airlines Flight 2937, a Tupolev Tu-154M passenger jet, and the other was DHL Flight 611, a Boeing 757 cargo aircraft. This catastrophic collision resulted in the loss of all 71 souls on board both flights. This tragic event serves as a harsh reminder of the critical need for safety in the skies. As we delve deeper into the circumstances surrounding this incident, we inevitably find ourselves asking the question, could this tragedy have been avoided? The day was July 1st, 2002, and two flights were about to cross paths in the most unfortunate way. On this day, Bashkirian Airlines Flight 2937, a Tupolev Tu-154M passenger jet, was making its way from Moscow, Russia, to Barcelona, Spain. The plane was brimming with life. 60 passengers, including 45 schoolchildren, were excitedly anticipating their arrival in sunny Spain. A crew of 9 was there to ensure their journey was smooth and comfortable. At the same time, DHL Flight 611, a Boeing 757 cargo aircraft, was on its routine route from Bergamo, Italy, to Brussels, Belgium. Unlike the passenger jet, this aircraft was devoid of travellers, with only a 2-man crew aboard. Their task was routine, a flight they had conducted countless times before. As the passenger jet flew over the expansive skies of Europe, the children aboard were full of anticipation, blissfully unaware of the events that were about to unfold. Their parents, teachers, and the crew were relaxed, trusting in the safety measures put in place by the aviation industry. Simultaneously, the cargo aircraft, loaded with packages for delivery, was making its way across the sky. The 2-man crew was experienced, their minds focused on the task at hand, their thoughts on the families waiting for them at home. Both flights, despite their different purposes, had one thing in common. They were bound by the same sky, the same air traffic control systems, and the same rules and regulations designed to ensure their safe passage. However, as the evening darkened, these two aircraft, one filled with the chatter of excited children and the other with the hum of a cargo plane, were on a collision course. The skies over southern Germany, usually a safe haven for air travel, were about to witness a tragedy as both planes neared the town of Überlingen in Baden-Württemberg, southern Germany. Their paths tragically intersected. In the blink of an eye, the sky over southern Germany was ablaze. A peaceful night was shattered as two aircraft, Bashkirian Airlines Flight 2937 and DHL Flight 611, collided in mid-air. This wasn't just a clash of metal, it was a devastating event that altered the course of 71 lives in the blink of an eye. Imagine, if you will, the Tupolev Tu-154M passenger jet and the Boeing 757 cargo aircraft, both cruising at high altitude, the former filled with passengers dreaming of their destinations, and the latter a cargo plane completing another routine delivery. Suddenly, the tranquility of the night was disrupted by a catastrophic collision, a sudden, violent impact, followed by an explosion that illuminated the night sky. The force of the collision was so intense that it instantly transformed both aircraft into a cloud of debris, scattering it across the sky. In the immediate aftermath, there was a deafening silence. Then, the fragments of the once mighty aircraft began to rain down over the town of Ubelingen in Baden-Württemberg. It was a horrific scene, a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of aviation accidents. The collision claimed the lives of all 71 people aboard both aircraft. Among them were children, parents, friends, and colleagues. Each of them had a story, a dream, a life that was tragically cut short. The ground crew, air traffic controllers, and emergency services worked tirelessly throughout the night, but there were no survivors. The loss was absolute. The suddenness of the collision, the sheer devastation, and the heartbreaking loss of life left everyone in a state of shock. It was a grim reminder that, despite all the advancements in aviation technology, air travel still has its risks. In the wake of the collision, questions began to arise. What had gone wrong? It was clear that this wasn't just an unfortunate accident, it was a disaster that needed to be investigated, understood, and most importantly, prevented from ever happening again. With the debris still smouldering, the quest for answers began. In the aftermath of the devastating collision between Bashkirian Airlines Flight 2937 and DHL Flight 611, investigators from Germany's Federal Bureau of Aircraft Accident Investigation, or the BFU, began their meticulous examination of the crash site. The debris field stretched over a vast expanse, painting a grim picture of the catastrophic event that had unfolded in the skies above. The investigation was a complex and painstaking process. Every fragment of the wreckage was scrutinized, and every piece of recorded data was analyzed. The voice and data recorders from both aircraft, commonly known as the black boxes, provided essential clues. They revealed a chilling sequence of events leading up to the collision. The key findings were startling. The collision was not a result of mechanical failure, but a tragic combination of human error and systemic shortcomings. The air traffic controller on duty was alone, overseeing a busy airspace. The ground-based collision warning system was undergoing maintenance, and the controller's attempts to avert the disaster were tragically too late. Furthermore, the onboard traffic collision avoidance system, or TCAS, had issued conflicting advisories to the two aircraft. The Tupolev was instructed to climb, while the Boeing was advised to descend. Tragically, the air traffic controller also directed the Tupolev to descend, leading to the fatal encounter. The investigation's conclusion brought to light startling inadequacies in aviation safety protocols. The findings underscored the need for improved communication and coordination between onboard systems and ground control, and a reassessment of workload and responsibility distribution among air traffic controllers. These inadequacies, once exposed, would become the catalyst for significant changes in the realm of aviation safety. The investigation's conclusion brought to light startling inadequacies in aviation safety protocols. The Überlingen disaster was a wake-up call for the aviation industry. This horrific event unfolded due to a series of unfortunate circumstances, starting with the two flights finding themselves on a collision course. The subsequent investigation revealed a tragic mix of human error and system shortcomings that led to the collision. It was a stark reminder that in the realm of aviation, there is no room for complacency. The findings of the investigation spurred changes across the industry to prevent such a disaster from happening again. Enhanced air traffic control systems were implemented with emphasis on improved communication and advanced collision avoidance technology. The industry also recognized the need for better training and protocols to manage high-pressure situations and potential system failures. The lessons learned from this tragic event have since been integrated into aviation safety measures worldwide. As we remember the lives lost in this tragedy, we are reminded of the constant need for vigilance and improvement in aviation safety.